Maybe I think 100 is too many.
No, they have a shit ton of elephants. It's Vietnam's
so
best
weird
kept
to me.
secret. Fuck.
Like after that war, like the fact that the Vietnamese are just chill, like they're just good with us about the whole thing. That never made sense to me. Because like,
Are you sure that's how it is?
Yeah, I've been told that like they don't mind a bit. They love it when we show up and do our American stuff.
I made a friend in Vietnam. She said she loved
spend
me
a
a
shit
long
ton of
time.
money.
Yeah, get drunk, fuck your women. American
So
stuff.
everything's fine.
Yeah, you just go over there and you make a big scene and you order lots of food at their restaurants and they just love it.
It is. I don't know about that, but it is the place that a lot of I'm gonna say a handful of people that I knew spent their COVID because the rent is so fucking cheap and you can basically just get a giant villa for like $500 a month and like
Wow.
and it's beautiful apparently, but also
yeah, it's
very
a good deal.
Yeah,
and it's also like Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
So it's nice and warm, good weather, pretty rainy, I would imagine, but
I've heard
not cold.
89. They said 76% of Vietnamese said they had a positive view of the U.S. Well,
Or
Hey.
else.
or else.
Yeah.
What about?
Whenever-
Did they have a one that shows their view of the French and whoever else was in the Vietnam?
That'd be
War?
Oh,
good.
everyone gets to bully the French. Those poor
Yeah.
guys. They won so many wars. They won
Whenever,
so many
They
wars
won
over the eons.
most wars.
The most wars. And
Yeah,
everybody
they are
ripped on
the
them like,
winningest
you
team.
guys. Yeah.
Well, are you giving them credit for World War II for winning that?
No, we're giving them credit
No.
for everything. Napoleon
All of it before that.
Napoleon fought all of Europe like 3 times, maybe
I mean,
5 times.
technically, they
France
won the
has
World
won
War II as well.
1,115 battles. The United Kingdom is 1,105, and apparently the U.S. is 833. Not really sure how many we've
we
actually
U.S. is
lost
fought.
rookies, though. We got to pump up those numbers, but we're new to the game. I
You're
bet
right.
we
Yeah.
In 250 years, we've done almost as well as they've done in a century.
right?
No, wait, a millennium.
A millennium.
millennium.
Fuck, but this could be one of those sports things we talked about because we
Don't
could be
say.
counting.
Well, we deserve a hand then because we're just Americans.
Yeah, you're right. Wars were a lot easier to win
War-
nowadays, apparently.
I think we're just the best at it. We are literally the best at war that there's ever been. Okay, the amount of money that we spent. Oh, I love it. I get goosebumps when I watch a video.
Well,
and
we're
they start
definitely
breaking
not
it
the
down.
best at war. We haven't won one in a
We're
We've
long,
been
so
losing a
the
couple
best
wars.
at war.
We're the
We win
best
a
at
war every
breaking
day.
things.
We're the Montreal Canadiens hanging our fucking hat on World War II era wins.
we weren't even like
We have become
Major
Uncle Rico. We're like, damn, back in high school, I used to be pretty fucking sick at winning wars.
fall over that mountain.
It's like, sure, Bob.
Actually, the reason the last one we won is World War II is because that's the last one we even cared enough to fucking
we
win.
didn't even put it's like the U.S.
No, you
with
didn't win
basketball.
Vietnam. We quit. Same as Afghanistan.
We just sent our C team to every single Olympic basketball game since the Dream Team. We just stopped caring. Got better things
Well,
to do.
The thing is, like, how do you declare a win? In on a modern battlefield, right? Like, shouldn't it be like accomplishing your objectives?
I bet it depends how they count victories. Because, like, if back in the day it was like
I thought we went to Afghanistan, for example.
That's big.
I thought we
but
went
if
to
you're counting
Afghanistan
daily
to get
battles-
Osama bin Laden.
Wait, is it
Osama-
battles, wars, or
It's battles.
tours? It's because like the Battle of Donetsk or whatever. There's like been 4 of those. So are they like racking up wins here, or
I
is
feel
it
like I feel like that's cheating because it's
Right.
you're still
It's still the
battling over
whole
the same
war.
place. That is the battle. The
What
battle
about
of
Crimea?
Donetsk. Once it
Does that count?
finalizes? Is that's still going on, right? We can
Right, but would you
Crimea?
put Would you put a point in Russia
Oh,
for annexing it at the start? In that, like, what constitutes a win?
I think it's in.
seems like they won
in
that
civilization,
So
we
far,
went to the
that would
game,
be
we're
but
wrong.
not the war. They,
Not-
they,
right,
they
but
might have,
he did
but
say
battle.
battles. Yeah.
yeah.
The war's still ongoing.
Very complicated. We'll have to get some expert.
I would like
opinions on
that.
that.
All right, that's the next guest. I'm gonna find us a fucking historian. I love that shit. That's what we need. I want a guy who knows. Whenever we get to one of those, why do you think the Germans did that? I want a guy who, well, Kyle.
Here's what I want. I want
The
Tyler to
dude
correct him,
was
filled with
constipated.
confidence, and no facts all show long.
I want
Oh, I
to
can do
only
that.
ask him about areas of history that he's not familiar.
He's
Like he'll continue to remind me that he's a World War II historian, but I want to know about Babylon so bad. Like,
so the gardens over there, were they sick or what's the deal with them? He's like,
yeah. In relation to that whole Hitler thing, where were the Hanging Gardens? Like,
was that really the hidden conquest of Germany to get to Babylon? Like,
I
yes
think
or
it
no?
was. I think
Yeah.
you draw everything back to it. It's like that's interesting. That's interesting. I've heard that about the Holocaust. I have heard that in regard to